It's okay, I deserve no applause. So, as this gentleman here knows, I can tell plenty of embarrassing stories from random band trips to Jacksonville to just driving down to Texas on a whim. But I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. The guy's been my best friend for a long time. He's a good dude, mostly. You know. Yeah. But I'm real happy to see him here and happy and finally starting to settle down. It makes my life a lot easier. So thank you, Maigen. I wish you both the best. You're gonna have a lot of fun. It's not always gonna be easy. I know from experience. But just stick it out. Talk to each other. Work through it. You're gonna be just fine. Toast to the two of you for a long and happy marriage.
I found it.
It's my turn? Okay. So I'll be, just wait. I will be reading mine from a phone. I'm not as sentimental, can't do things like that. So, for those who can't tell, I'm Michelle and I'm Maigen's sister, also known as the other twin. And I'm really, really blessed and happy to be here, standing by your side as your maid of honor tonight. I was really excited when you asked me, even though it took you a month to ask me. But then after the excitement wore off, I realized I had to talk in front of a whole bunch of people, and it freaks me out. So I went on TikTok and started looking up maid of honor speeches. And it's a good place. And one of the advice was to give relationships advice, and I'm 28 and chronically single, so that's not happening. Another one was to tell jokes, and I'm not very funny, so. So I kind of just decided to be sentimental and a cheeseball and a nerd. So get ready. For my entire life, Maigen, you have been by my side, and through every move and moment we were together. God knew exactly what he was doing when he gave me to you. I know I ruined 12 minutes of single childhood, an only childhood, but there's no one else in this world that I can say I walked through life with for every moment. I mean, when we were babies, we had our own language. And even though I tend to listen more than you do, than I get to speak in our relationship, I have learned so much just by listening to you. I have been blessed not only to have you as a sister, but to call you my best friend. So when Tyler came along, of course, I was a little defensive because I know how special your heart is. But knowing how special you are, I know it must take a special person for you to give your heart. So Tyler, since you have accepted the responsibility of taking care of her heart, you now have someone who will love you so completely and fiercely. You have someone who will take care of you and go into full-on Hulk mode if someone threatens you. Oh, lost my spot. I scrolled too fast. You have a best friend that will never leave your side. And I know that you will do the same thing for her because Maigen doesn't give her heart away lightly. She may not keep the house clean, or get laundry done, or cook every night. She may talk a lot, and she may need a lot of attention.
That's true.
But she will don that shield and go into battle for you, even before going into battle for herself. Maigen, you have chosen someone who brings out a confidence in you. You have found your better half, and I know that you will walk through life together side by side. Even though his blood may run burnt orange, you have found someone who supports and loves you and better take care of your heart. I have seen this relationship from day one. I was on that Hog Wild trip with them. I have seen you with and without Tyler. And the love you two share is the kind of love that is so rare and special. You both bring out the best in one another and love each other so deeply that I would be so lucky one day to be blessed by a love like yours. So here's to Maigen and Tyler. Hold on. Two soulmates and lifetime partners, two minds who have come together to create a space of love and friendship. And the reality is that your love is so powerful that it can be infinite. But always remember, Tyler, the bond between twins is inevitable. I love you two and can't wait to marvel at where you will go together. So here's to Maigen and Tyler.
That was a speech of epic proportions. All right, next up, Father the Bride.
Well, I'm not sure how I can follow back. Maybe we should have had Michelle go last. That'd be good. That'd be good. You know, we haven't had the opportunity to watch every day Tyler and Maigen's relationship because they live in Paris, Texas. So there's a lot of other people who have had that wonderful experience, but what we did get to see the other night was something that made our heart feel really, truly special. It was when Tyler drove up from Texas to here, and he opened up the door, and I watched my daughter just beam with excitement for seeing the man that she'd fallen in love with. And that is what really makes the father feel really good about giving his daughter away to that man, because, you know, although I'm not stepping out of her life, we're always going to be there, but I am handing her over to you, and we're excited about that and happy for that. You know, I think it's already been said, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, right? Talk to each other. Most importantly, listen to each other. Hear each other. And then don't forget that you're surrounded by people here that love you.
Yeah.
And we're here to help. And you know, we're here to support you. And we're always there for you. And so we just want to say that welcome to the family, right there. We know that your blood runs red, as it should. Your name is carved on a sidewalk. As it should be here with us. And although you're taking her back to Texas, you know you always have a home in Arkansas. And we love both of you. To the bride and groom.
The bride and groom.